Ah, the 90s. A simpler time when sitcoms ruled the airwaves and MC Hammer's pants were all the rage. And if there's one show that captured the essence of the decade, it's The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Hey guys, do you remember The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I hope you do. Who could forget Will Smith and the gang? It gave us 6 seasons of laughter and music. While the show faced criticism for perpetuating negative stereotypes about African Americans by reinforcing the notion that African Americans are only successful if they conform to white middle-class norms,
it's all Carl's fault.
there is no denying that The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a pop culture phenomenon that defined a generation. It tackled serious issues like race and class while still being hilarious and heartwarming.
I have worked very hard to give my family a good life, and suddenly somebody tells me there's a penalty for success?
So, what are the cast and the crew of this generation-defining show up to now? From theater production to philanthropy to blockbuster action movies, each of them has something in the works. Let's find out.
I knew who this guy was. When I went in, I went, nobody else is going to do it this way.
Oh, Will Smith, the Fresh Prince himself. This guy's had a career that's gone from music to movies, from comedy to drama, and from bad haircuts to bad boy action hero status. Starting as a rapper in the late 80s, Will's big break came when he landed the lead role in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when he was just 21. From there, he transitioned into movies with hits like Independence Day, Men in Black, and Bad Boys, cementing his status as a box office powerhouse. His net worth is estimated to be around $350 million. But it's not just about the movies. Will's also got a pretty interesting personal life. The actor has 3 children, Trey, 30, whom he shares with his ex-wife, Cherie Zampino, Willow, 22, and Jaden, 25, whom he shares with his current wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. The two have been married since 1997, while Will was previously married to Cherie between 1992 and 1995. Did you know that Will turned down the role of Neo in the famous movie The Matrix? Yeah, that could have been a very different movie.
Oh my God, I just got a mental picture!
Will's been known for his collaboration with other actors and his ability to bring humor and heart to even the most action-packed films. He had a great relationship with his former Fresh Prince co-stars, even reuniting with them for a special HBO Max reunion in 2020. But that doesn't mean that there weren't problems on the set. In 1993, during the filming of an episode, Smith reportedly had a physical altercation with his co-star, Janet Hubert, who played Aunt Viv. Hubert later accused Smith of being difficult to work with, while Smith claimed that Hubert was unprofessional. But despite the hiccup, everything on set was relatively peaceful.
You cannot buy or fake chemistry.
Smith is also a big supporter of education and has donated millions to schools and educational programs. He's also been involved in environmental causes and has spoken out against police brutality and racial inequality. And as for his most recent project, Will's starring in King Richard, a biopic about the father of tennis legends Venus and Serena Williams. He's still going strong at 54 years old, and we can't wait to see what he does next. But Will wouldn't be half as attractive without his on-screen counterpart, Carlton Banks, portrayed by none other than the talented Alfonso Ribeiro. Born in New York City, Ribeiro started his career in showbiz at the tender age of 8, starring in Broadway productions like The Tap Dance Kid. But it wasn't until he was 18 that he landed the role of Carlton Banks to become a household name in the entertainment industry.
That one, G. Yeah, even Will could have guessed that one, and the only thing he reads is the cereal box.
Besides his unforgettable character on Fresh Prince, Ribeiro has had a successful career as a host and television personality. He's hosted shows like Catch 21 and America's Funniest Home Videos, where he delighted audiences with his witty commentary and undeniable charm. This helped him to acquire a small fortune of $4 million. Ribeiro is also an accomplished dancer, having won season 19 of Dancing with the Stars and even choreographing the famous Jump On It dance from Fresh Prince. He's also known for his philanthropy, supporting organizations like the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the National Down Syndrome Society. Ribeiro has been very vocal about his love for his family, often sharing photos and videos of them on his social media accounts. He also has been open about his struggles with fatherhood, particularly during the early years of his first marriage. But, needless to say, he's been doing a marvelous job. Alfonso was already the doting dad of his first child, Sienna, whom he welcomed with his first wife, Robin Stapler, in 2003. The former Catch-21 host and Robin exchanged vows in 2002, but they divorced after 5 years in 2007. He then went on to marry Angela Unkrich in October 2012. The couple welcomed their first child together, Alfonso Jr., in 2013, followed by Anders in 2015 and Ava in 2019. At the age of 51, Ribeiro shows no signs of slowing down. He's currently the host of America's Funniest Home Videos and continues to make us all smile with his infectious energy and dance moves. He also hasn't entirely given up on acting. Who knows, maybe we'll even get a Carlton Banks spin-off show one day. Known to millions as Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, James Avery had a career that spanned decades and left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. Born in Virginia in 1945, Avery served in the Navy before pursuing his passion for acting. He appeared in numerous TV shows and films, including The Jeffersons, L.A. Law, and Fletch, before landing his iconic role as Uncle Phil in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at the age of 44.
People open doors for me, and I worked hard to open doors.
And while he got on with his acting career, Avery was also a prolific voice actor, lending his booming baritone to numerous animated shows and video games. He voiced Shredder in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series and played War Machine in the Iron Man animated series. By the end of his career, he accumulated a small fortune of $3 million. James Avery was married twice during his lifetime. He was first married to his college sweetheart, Barbara, with whom he had one son named Kevin. However, the couple later divorced. Avery later married his second wife, Deborah, in 1988. The couple remained married until Avery's passing. They did not have any children together. In addition to his immediate family, he was a father figure to Will Smith on and off screen, and the two remained close until Avery's passing in 2013 at the age of 68.
You're not gonna lose us. You are my son, Will. End of story.
Although he may be gone, James Avery's legacy lives on in the hearts of his fans and the countless lives he touched through his work. While he may be gone, his voice lives on in the hearts of TMNT fans everywhere, and his role as the sassy uncle of Bel-Air has cemented his legacy in the entertainment industry. Karen Parsons, aka Hilary Banks from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, had a career just as iconic as her character's wardrobe. At 23, she was wowing audiences with her impeccable comic timing and flawless delivery of one-liners. But off-screen, Karen has been equally impressive. She co-founded Sweet Blackberry, a nonprofit organization that creates educational animated films about lesser-known black heroes and their stories. She's also a mom of two and has been happily married to director Alexander Rockwell since 2003, and the relationship is still going strong. So, what's Karen up to now? She's still acting, most recently in the indie film The Job in 2018, but she's also focused on her philanthropic work with Sweet Blackberry. And if you're feeling nostalgic for some Hilary Banks realness, you can catch Karen on her podcast, Hanging with Karen Parsons, where she talks about life, love, and all things the 90s. While she doesn't dabble much in acting besides playing a few minor characters every now and then, it's not really her ambition to make it as an actress. She takes pride in her work and wouldn't have it any other way. Her net worth is estimated to be around $1.5 million. At 56 years old, Karen proves that she's still got it, whether she's making us laugh on screen or inspiring us to learn about unsung heroes in history, and she still has her lovely charm and charisma to back her up. Joseph Marcel, or as we know him, Jeffrey the Butler from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, has had quite the career both on and off screen.
And might I add, ha-ha, and
Born in St. Lucia, Marcel moved to England to pursue acting and quickly became a prominent figure in the British theatre scene. He even performed with the Royal Shakespeare Company, which is basically like the Olympics of acting. But it was when he landed the role of Geoffrey on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at the age of 41 that Marcel became a household name. He played the straight-laced butler with impeccable comedic timing, often stealing scenes from the show's main cast. After the show ended, Joseph Marcel struggled to find work due to being typecast as the butler character. In interviews, he expressed frustration with the lack of opportunities and the difficulty of breaking out of the role that made him famous. Off-screen, Marcel is a dedicated family man who has married his wife Joyce for over 40 years. He's also a trained cricketer and even played for the West Indies team in his youth. Now that's what I call a multi-talented man. Since the end of The Fresh Prince, Marcel has continued to act in both theater and television, despite the typecasting. He's also involved in several charitable causes, including the St. Lucia Crisis Center and the British Red Cross. At the age of 74, Marcel is still going strong and is currently working on a film called Dream Horse, alongside Toni Collette and Damian Lewis. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rocked the 90s. Can you remember the iconic theme song? And can all still rap word for word?
First class, yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne.
But The Fresh Prince wasn't just about laughs and catchy tunes. It tackled serious issues like racism, police brutality, and classism with a deft hand, making it more than just another mindless sitcom. In the grand scheme of pop culture, The Fresh Prince was a game changer. It gave us unforgettable catchphrases, dance moves, and fashion trends that we still see today. It was like a time capsule of the 90s that we can always return to for nostalgia.
Why'd you come as Elton John?
I'm supposed to be super fly, Hillary.
So whether you're a fan of Carlton's dance or just love a good Will Smith one-liner, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air will always hold a special place in our hearts.